We are looking at Sophia's Breaststroke, Above the Water, commentary by Coach Chris. We'll let it run through once so we can get a look at it as she's swimming. Then we'll frame through and kind of talk about some key points. Really, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff from her breaststroke in this video, and her turn as well. A lot of the details that we're going to talk about are easier seen on the below water video. So there's only a few things I really want to touch on these above water videos, and most of it she's doing right. So let's go ahead and watch this and key through this, and we can kind of talk about what we're doing, some of the good things we're doing that we've been working on that she's doing great, and then some of the things she can improve. So really good job bringing the elbows in a little bit far back, but she's really accelerating them to her side. So one of the things we've been talking about is trying to get the kids away from doing the underwater breaststroke where it's dive down and go forward. We're trying to get them to go up and over the water. As if you watch a lot of really high-level breaststrokers, they're really high in the water. They're really coming over the water with those strokes. So it's something we've been working a lot on with different drills. And you can see she's getting up really high. She's lifting. I'd like to see her lift timed a little more so that these elbows come through as she's reaching the maximum height. But a good shoulder shrug, you know, really getting on top of the water as she extending out flat. So she's doing a lot of the stuff we talk about. Really what I'm seeing as far as her stroke is once we start reaching out and driving the kick, not getting the head down enough. And this is pretty common for this age range. And when we get to the below water video, we'll really talk about where she needs to be looking to help do that. But above water, I mean, she's getting the height we've been talking about, and she's linking the lift with her pull. So she'll get better at that. She's slightly mistimed on that pull as far as she's pulling through slightly before she's lifting all the way up. But I really like what I'm seeing. Now turn, getting a little bit of that cartwheel. You can see how she turns her head like she's trying to do a cartwheel. So just getting a little high in the water. Would like to see her try and stay low in the water and just bring the feet underneath her instead of twisting to the side. So she's kind of turning on her side a little early on the turn. Nice glide, opening up that pull out. Second glide looks pretty good. Nice breakout, good height, driving the kick. So really what I'm seeing is not a whole lot wrong above water. She's trying to do all the stuff we talk about. And again, I want to show you that kind of delay. A little wide with the hands. I'd like to see the hands a little lower. But see, she's already pulled through and she's just starting to lift. I'd like to see these elbows come through more towards the top of the lift. So try and you know, time that pull in time, bringing the elbows in so that you're higher in the water, so you've come out further in the water, so you can get more of the body weight into that pull. But outside of that, I mean, the height is perfect. It's just a timing issue, which usually clears itself up as she practices this stroke and this technique. So really solid. We're going to go ahead and go to the underwater video, and then we will be able to take a closer look at where her head is and how we can kind of improve the swimming portion of the breaststroke. And then we'll really take a close look at her underwater pull-out, which is crucial to that breaststroke.